Okay, finishing touches part one. Just going down the checklist of finishing up the car. Pretty straightforward this time. There's a bunch of stuff to fix. One, I had to replace my tachometer. My new one came in. Just had to remove the old one, install the new one. It was a bit tricky because all the wiring was neatly zip tied underneath the dash. So I had to undo all of it. It's a bit awkward to reach under there while being under the car. I mean, being outside of the car, and then zip tying it back. It took a little bit. I reinstalled the tunnel cover. I had to loosen the handbrake so I can pull the handbrake lever all the way up to install the tunnel cover, and then tighten it back to the appropriate amount so that when you so it's not too difficult to lift the handbrake, but also it actually has stopping power on the rear wheels. I fixed the plug in the fuse box cover that provides power, and then I also tried to fix the headlight econoseal plugs that were from the winkers that I had damaged while trying to put in. I think I got the wrong connectors, so I might have to revisit that in the future. Um, and then I just ran the car until the temperature got up to about 100 Celsius, and then the radiator fan would kick on, bring it back down to about 96, 97, at which point the fan would shut off, and then I would let it go back up to 100, kick the fan off again, just to cycle that 5 or 6 times to make sure it's working properly. I also noticed that I overfilled the coolant. So I filled it to the max line, but when the car was running, it had expanded a ton and was starting to burst out of the coolant tank. So I had to stop the car um, and drain a bunch. So I used a tube and siphoned some out to a bucket. Interestingly enough, I siphoned it to about halfway between the max and min lines. And then after the car cooled down, the coolant shrunk a little bit, and it was underneath the min line. And so I filled it back up to halfway between the min and max line, and that was pretty much all of the coolant that I drained out. So I think some of the coolant just made its way through the hoses and the system and sort of settled. So I'm going to test that again tomorrow, just to make sure that the coolant is at a proper level before I put the hood and the nose on and I can't see the coolant tank anymore. That was it.